If you're watching this video, you've made a commitment to create a more just and equitable community and world. Thank you. Thank you for being part of a global community of individuals who know a just world is possible. Thank you for making a difference, for knowing you are significant, and that your contribution matters. You are probably searching for one of the following things. Perhaps you're looking for support. This work can be incredibly isolating. Many of us are on the front lines boldly taking action, leading others. Know that you can find some of that support and validation by watching this video. Perhaps you're looking for new tools and skills. You've gone as far as you can go with the skills you already have, and you've bumped up against their limits. Congratulations. It means you're willing to take risks, to learn new ways of thinking and approaching this important work. Perhaps you are watching this with friends and colleagues, wanting to collectively deepen your understanding of an approach to social justice work that puts personal healing at the center. Doing this in community will make all of you more effective in the end. This video offers language and frameworks to understand the impacts of racism and other institutional oppressions on all of us as individuals, even if you don't think this means you. It is an approach to systems change, which understands that systems are made up of human beings like me and you. Without taking healing seriously as a key component of social justice movement, we won't recognize and change the institutions that perpetuate inequities. If we focus exclusively on policies and external-facing actions, our injuries will continue to show up in all of our efforts. We will inadvertently replicate and collude with the oppression because of these unhealed hurts, in spite of who we are, what we want for this world, for ourselves, and for each other. This video won't give you all the answers. If you're looking for recipes for how to deal with difference, you won't find them here. What you will find is a perspective and tools that you can apply in any number of contexts. You'll gain insights to help you stay both flexible and value-based while choosing an effective solution for each situation. You'll be invited to explore the dynamics of institutional internalized oppression and patterns that we take on as individuals, as organizations, and as cultural groups in response to the experiences we've had as a result of oppression. You will learn why it is so important to discharge past hurts related to oppression and dominance. Doing so will allow you to be more effective and self-aware, demonstrating less rigid attitudes and behaviors that may unknowingly manifest in our roles, in our organizations, communities, and in our lives. I've learned these frameworks over 20 years ago from my mentor, Lillian Roybal. I'll never forget the words I first heard from her as a participant in her workshop that asked me to re-examine my approach to activism. She said, "No movement that you are a part of will be any healthier than you are." My encounter with her work changed forever my understanding of oppression, internalized oppression, the importance of my healing to eliminate all oppression, and inevitably change the course of my life. I want to acknowledge her impact, not just on me, but her ongoing legacy. A key understanding that Lillian offered me and the thousands of lives she touched through her workshops was that it is only fear that keeps us stuck and prevents us from taking bold, compassionate action to create a just world. Often we need to start having compassion with ourselves first. Being hard on ourselves neither moves us nor our work forward. As she would often remind us, you will move when where you are is harder than where you fear to go. There are a few ways you can use this video. One way is to watch it from beginning to end. It's a great way to get an overview of the workshop, and it can be perfectly accompanied with some popcorn. It's probably a lot of information to absorb in one sitting, so be kind to yourself. Another way is to watch this video in segments. There are 8 main teaching chapters. If you watch them separately with different groups of people, it's probably helpful to include this introduction each time to reorient yourself and your viewers. Even if you watch this in segments, we recommend you watch them in order because the teaching points build on each other. If you watch them out of order, just be aware you might have missed a key point from a previous chapter, so it might be a little confusing. However you choose to watch it, at the end of each teaching segment, there will be a summary of the teaching points from that section on a slide. These can be used to guide a discussion or individual journaling and reflection. And of course, we would definitely encourage you to use them as prompts for a constructivist listening dyad, which, as you will see in the constructivist listening section, is a core tool of our healing methodology. Fundamentally, this workshop is about raising awareness for how we are all, every one of us, hurt by oppression. Even more importantly, it is about showing the positive side of eliminating oppression and how each of us would personally benefit from a just world. I want to share these insights with you in the hope that they will transform your understanding of the world around you as deeply as they have changed mine.